Jonathan Gibbs here with Luke Miseyko, Always Be Recruiting. We are here on the floor at Door to Door Con 6. They're a valued vendor and patron here, and they have a great product and service. Tell us a high level on the product for Always Be Recruiting.
Yeah, so we do recruiting, consulting, coaching. We also have a mastermind group within it. I originally was a manager with Cutco Knives back in the day. And
great recruiters.
Yeah, so that's the thing. We recruited 40,000 people.
Yeah.
And my role was coming up with new, innovative, organic recruiting programs, and that led to tens of thousands of people being recruited. And so we knew, our owner actually knew Sam through a mastermind group. He kind of heard about what we were doing and was like, hey, the door-to-door space could use you guys. And so
Cool, so you got exposure to Door to Door Con through the masterminds.
Yep.
And through some of these other products, which are great. And your product is, do you train companies how to recruit, or do you provide a recruiting service?
Companies, individual managers. We've just opened, in the past, we've done more recruiting lead gen, and in order to help people convert those leads, we launched a coaching and consulting side. And after talking to our clients, they got so much value from coaching and consulting, we've gone all in on that. And so we've just opened up some stuff for people that are in any stage of their business. We have a mastermind group that's 6 months that is more on the affordable side. That's just weekly calls to help support with recruiting, new organic recruiting, psychology and recruiting, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think this is, I don't think we can really spend enough time on this because this is such a big, important category.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in sales for 27 years. I'm 45. And, I used to think you could train anybody to become a salesperson. And I feel like maybe just the volume that I had to recruit over years, I feel like 10 hours in recruiting saves you like hundreds of hours in training.
Yep.
Like finding the right people, because people just where they are in place and time and at any moment in time really dictates what they're capable of a lot of times.
Yep. Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone just today that were like, when I really turned the corner in my business was when I realized that I am a recruiter who happens to sell, not the other way around.
So give us some testimonials. So like, I got a new company, I sign up with you, you're gonna teach me how to recruit. What does that process look like for me between when I get started with you and when I start actually feeling the results, like in the numbers and in my business?
So our main product is one-on-one coaching. We have some high-level consulting packages working with me. We have recruiting coaches that can work with you personally. And I would say two main areas that we're really gonna impact. Innovative organic recruiting, things that we did at Cutco to help them scale to 40,000 people that are not yet used in the door-to-door space, whether that be leveraging social media, tapping into warm markets, things like that. Also, we analyze people's recruiting process from a psychological perspective. There's a lot of things that go into an interview that are nonverbals. There's a lot of things on the verbiage of what you say to not only get reps to show up to training and get them on the doors, but to get them to show up with the right mindset, the right way. A lot of people think of retention as a management problem, but I think it's much more of a recruiting problem with what is their expectation coming into the job.
Yeah,
and so how do you shape that expectation? Not just shape it in general, but how do you shape it with the sharpest people?
Sounds like this is a really personalized service, like it's customized for a person.
Very much so.
This is so good. The mistake I see so many organizations making is they have like one recruiting strategy and they try to teach everybody. And the simple fact of the matter is if you have a 22-year-old manager, with high school education, like they're going to recruit different people than I'm going to recruit as a 45-year-old executive. They need a different path. Right? Like they need a different strategy in their marketplace because they need to recruit people, not that will just work for the company, but they actually need to go recruit people that will work for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. People have to be bought into not just the job, but bought into you. And one of the greatest turning points I had as a recruiter was how do you connect with different types of people? I could recruit a bunch of people that are like me. But when I turned that corner to learn how to recruit musicians, athletes, fraternity guys, whatever it may be, all these different types of people, that's where you really have a dynamic team.
I love your energy. I love the freshness of what's going on. And you've clearly been doing this a long time. How long have you been in sales?
About a decade.
Okay, so one of the things that people struggle with, and I feel like people struggle with it a lot at the beginning of the year, which is, I'm going to do the same thing this year that I did last year, right? I'm going to do the same thing.
And expect different results. That's what we call insanity.
How do you keep it fresh? How do you keep this energy up at the level that you've brought? Because you're this way off camera too. We're hanging out on the aisle and you're this way.
I'm known as the energy guy.
So talk to me about that. For the people that feel like, man, I just don't know if I can do this one more season or do this one more year. What are you doing that keeps your energy up like this?
I have a lot of things that I like to incorporate every year. I have a very obsessive personality. I'm a big try something, go all in for 2 months kind of guy.
Okay.
I've recently gotten into jiu-jitsu. That's been a big thing for me. And I used to play football, and I kind of missed that mentality of just going all out physically. And that's something that...
beating the guy in front of you.
And it's just, it's such a great mental health practice, not just physical, to be able to, go in there, get your butt kicked.
So is this a new goal for 2023?
Yep. Get my
So
blue
you just
belt.
started jiu-jitsu.
Just started.
Are we going to see you with Tom Hardy sometime? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did.
Tom Hardy goes undercover, right? At
and wins a
national
tournament.
jiu-jitsu
Wins a blue belt tournament.
That's awesome. So what are your takeaways right now from jiu-jitsu that we can apply to sales development?
Ooh, that is a great question. Failure. I'm 6'5", 300 pounds. I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
I go in there and I get beat by 180-pound guys that put me in a pretzel. Sometimes recruiting feels like that. I can't tell you how many times I had 15 super sharp kids set for training, and I'm like, this is going to turn the corner of my organization, and 2 of them show up.
Yeah.
But you still have to show up your best self for them and not take that frustration out on them, and layering that might happen 5 training classes in a row, but then you got 10 guys that if you showed up the right way are bought in and you can build around them. And so accepting that failure, being humble, understanding, hey, I might not scale this to 100 people in my first year. Maybe you do. But, understanding that and having that kind of mentality going into it, it's a huge part of recruiting.
I like it, Luke. I hope I get to spend some more time with you this year.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot for being here. Always be recruiting with Luke. You can come. There's still a day left today and a day tomorrow. Come meet these guys, learn how to recruit, and grow your business that way.
Yep.
I love it.
Come follow us on Instagram @alwaysberecruiting.
Awesome.
A lot of free recruiting tips.
Thanks, man.